Good morning, everyone, and we are off to get the kiddos to school and go to work, hop in the race car, and then we're going to get to work. But first, guys, what do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk. We'll see you. And we're back. Man, I really enjoy messing with my kids. It's a constant screwing with them. All right, so today we're going to talk about stage 1 versus stage 2. Is it worth it? We'll also talk about the Bluetooth tuner that Harley-Davidson offers. And I'm going to get inside. I'm going to eat my Bojangles, which that's probably very annoying on the microphone. We'll get some stuff set up, and I will make a video. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sean, and this is V-Twin Revolution, your source for all Harley-Davidson information, where I bring you to work with me, and you get to learn about cool Harley stuff here at Speedway Harley-Davidson. So give it a big thumbs up and a like and share with your buddies so we can grow this channel and I can keep putting out cool content for you guys. All right, so today we're going to talk about stage 1 versus stage 2 and a little bit about the Harley-Davidson Bluetooth tuner. I had a subscriber of mine hit me up over an email, and he's like, hey man, would you do a video about stage 1 versus stage 2? Is it worth it? And talk a little bit about the Bluetooth tuner. I said, absolutely. He also asked me about another video. I was going to do a suspension adjustment because apparently it is extremely confusing in the owner's manual. So I pushed this up because he just bought a 2024 T-Izzy. I appreciate your feedback, man, and I hope that some of this answers your questions because obviously this might be other questions other people have. So with all that said, let's kind of go over all of this. So right here I have the wedgie. They're all expensive, and this is going to drive your underwear up into your ass because it is that expensive. Then we have the snorkel. I don't even know what. The extreme heavy breather. I have a set of, well, not a set, the set sitting behind me. I have tab mufflers and I have Bassani. So just a little clarification, I am not in any way affiliated with Tab or Bassani. I ain't getting no kickbacks from this. These are just a couple that I picked that I do like the sound of these, especially on M8s. The Tab, they probably sound the most like what a real Harley should sound like, and they're very basic is what blows my mind. Then we have the Bassani mufflers. They have a very nice mellow tone to them. The only issue with them is they do taper, so it does kind of look funny on your profile side of your motorcycle. Little nuances that, might bother some, may not really care to others. That's what it is. Then we have the Harley Bluetooth tuner. So with all of this, this is a stage 1. Stage 1, stage 1. Whatever your combination, whether you want to do Reinhardt's, Vance & Hines, Pythons, Chrome Works, sky's the limit as far as what you want to do. Is doing a stage 1 worth it? Well, I mean, if you can justify doing it, absolutely. I mean, just adding sound to your motorcycle makes you feel like it's a motorcycle again and not a sewing machine. When you add an air cleaner is when you add a tuner to it. Somebody just showed up at my house. If you don't do an air cleaner and you just do mufflers, you don't need to add a tuner. So that's pretty much it. If you just do mufflers, you don't need a tuner. But when you incorporate the air cleaner, you need to do a tuner. Okay? So now on 23s, now we're talking about 24s, but I will give a little bit into the 23s. On the 23 models, your motorcycle came with a ventilator breather. If you add mufflers, You do not have to add a tuner. That bike is already compensating in the ECM for that extra influx of air, because that's all this does. This just opens it up, allows it to breathe better. So on the 23s with the ventilator style breather kit, you do not need to add a tuner if you add mufflers. Now, if you do a full system, that's when you need to add a tuner. I do not recommend using this tuner if you're close to being at the end of your warranty. These tuners suck. They're EPA compliant, and the only reason that we even push these when you're doing this is because this retains your factory warranty. This right here is what keeps your factory warranty intact. You put a Power Vision tune on, you put a TTS, you put a Thunder Max, any of that, it voids your powertrain warranty and then whatever. But if you don't care about that, then you can do that stuff. Then you don't need to add mufflers. You can do a full system, add your own, you know, you could do the Reinhardt Racing, or you can do Big Sucker, Trask. I mean, there's so many different air cleaner styles and companies out there that you could choose from. I'm not necessarily pushing the Harley-Davidson stuff, so please don't mistake that. You know, this is where I work, so this is what I have to showcase in terms of what we're talking about. So the Bluetooth tuner, if you install it yourself, let me go grab. So if you install a Bluetooth tuner at your house by yourself, whatever, you actually have to have a specific cable. This Y cable has to be plugged into the motorcycle, into the tuner, and then into the computer, and then you can pair it, download your specific, you know, tune or whatever, and then you have to disconnect the pairing before you can connect it to your motorcycle, and then you can connect via Bluetooth from your phone to this, if you can get the app to work. I have not had success with that yet, so if some of you have, then great. You would have to buy this separate cable if you were going to be doing this at home by yourself. I know there's a lot of do-it-yourselfer guys that are like, oh, the stealership. I don't really like that term because, you know, here at Speedway, we work really hard to make sure that people are taken care of and not taken advantage of. And I get there's a lot of places out there that are not like this. So, you know, I don't really, that's one of those terms that I just don't really care for because I don't waste people's money. Matter of fact, if you don't need something, I'm going to come up and talk to you and tell you, you don't need this. But in terms of this stage one, it's all really up to you, what you want to do. So let's talk about the stage two. Stage two, however, does not come in a fancy, pretty box. But what you get in there is you get your push rods and your covers. Get a cam retention bolt kit. Get your cam. And you get a set of lifters. Now I'm curious because I have not seen one of these cams yet. And we have not installed any of the new cams in a bike, in a 24 model yet. That's the same damn cam. Well, that was kind of a bust. This is the exact same cam that they were running last year. Just, I think the cam position sensor, the cup, and the bolt is a little bit longer. Huh. Well, that sucked. That was a bust. I was hoping for something cool and new. And I'll tape that back up. But you do get a set of lifters, which is something that they haven't offered before, a set of Screaming Eagle lifters. And then you also get your cam cover gasket, because you do cut the push rod tubes out, or you do cut the push rods out instead of taking the top end off and dealing with all that mess. So begs the question, is doing a stage 2 worth it? If you're somebody that you're totally happy with putzing around and having just a torque cam in your motorcycle, by all means, then a stage 2 is worth it to you. If you're somebody that is going to get tired of that kind of performance, because it is a EPA cam, like, it is nothing to scream about, it is nothing to be excited about, it is just a torque cam, which, you know, torque cams, they come on at 2,000 RPMs, and they'll usually run out of steam by about 4,500 RPM. I personally suggest everybody always go with a mid-range cam, because when we're riding down the interstate, that's typically where we spend our time anyways, or unless you want a horsepower cam. So tuner, not happy with it, don't really care for it, but it does retain your factory warranty. Stage 1, I think it's worth it. I think it makes the motorcycle run a little bit better. You get a little bit better throttle response, and you get the sound that you're looking for, especially when you whack on the throttle. You hear the intake sucking in air, and that was probably not the right sound effect. Whatever. Stage 2, you know, I mean, there are plenty of other cams out there when you get closer to the end of your factory warranty that you can rock and roll with. The Woods 22XE, S&S 475, Star Racing 3030. There's another company out there called Shop 67, and I mean, you've got Fueling, you've got Andrews, I mean, there's a list of cam manufacturers out there that have got their specs out. You know, personally, myself, I do like the Star Racing 3030. The S&S 475 is a good performer as well. I haven't really ridden on a bike with a Woods 22XE, but I did install it on a buddy of mine's motorcycle, and he absolutely loved it. It was on a 22 Road Glide Ultra, or Road Glide Limited, and he goes all over the place and loves that cam. So I hope some of this helped. I know it's probably a lot of babbling, and I've probably got a ton of editing to do because, well, you just can't get anything done with people just running around. I probably got somebody else going to walk through that door right now. T. Izzy, thank you for this video idea. I hope that, you know, you got some good information out of it. I hope it helped you. For those of you that, you know, are watching this, I hope that you got some good information out of it. At the end of the day, you know, would I do a stage 1? Yes. This is a necessary evil. Later on, if you're looking at doing a cam, wait till your warranty runs out and then do something cool. You know, put you a good mid-range bolt-in cam in and just roll on down the road. Guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the likes. You know, we're at 1,800 subscribers when I'm filming this, almost 1,900, and that is because of you watching. And I can't thank you enough. So if you've got any video ideas, put them in the comments below. Hell, tell me what kind of mufflers you're running, you know, or if you've got questions about exhaust. I'm a big 2-in-1 guy. Some of you guys don't like that. You like the balanced look. They do offer dummy pipes for some of the 2-in-1 companies. You know, comment down below. Tell me what exhaust you're running. You know, I like, if you haven't noticed, like, I respond to everyone. I'm not somebody that just puts a video out there and I respond to a couple of people here and there. I will respond to you. You know, I even respond to the negative comments. You know, which all my haters out there, thank you. Keep pushing this so that we can grow this channel, because the more negative comments I get, it just continues to push it into the algorithm. And, you know, my keyboard warriors, I love you just as much. Guys, thank you again. I've got to get to work, and I will catch you on the next video. Out.